Well, 2017 began with the man to my side holding up a piece of paper that said new music coming Friday. In the past 12 months, you've managed to turn that piece of paper, Ed, into 6 billion plus Spotify streams, I'm sure you've heard already. And we can now officially say that you are officially the Hot 100 Song of the Year for Shape of You, and officially Billboard's Top Artist of the Year, so congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's pretty, yeah, put it there.
Cool.
I mean, what a year, right? I mean, just incredible.
It's been a pretty mad year, yeah. I have to admit, like, it's gone a lot better than I expected. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like it's been a year. It doesn't, like, that, when you mentioned that holding the bit of paper up, that feels like a month ago. But,
really?
Yeah, but it has been a whole year. It's mad.
You talk about expectations. You had a great interview, a conversation, I really should say, on a couch like this with Zane Lowe prior to Divide coming out. And you said to Zane, you know, after this year off, you felt like this is your opportunity, or could be your opportunity, to become the guy, or girl, or artist, whatever you want to say in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, when you talk about expectations, you now, how does your reality now and your achievements this year now compare to the vision that guy had back in February?
I don't know, because it's been, you know, there's lots of things that haven't gone my way this year, but lots of things that have. It's been weird. Like, there's been some things I've been like so spot on sure that they're going to happen. Headlining Glastonbury, I remember like walking out and being like, "This is going to be my best show of the year," and then walking off and being like, "Oh, I don't know." Like, I just didn't feel what I thought I'd feel. Whereas there's other things where stuff is completely unexpected, like getting Beyonce on the remix of Perfect. That was something that just happened, and yeah, so it's been like a year of, like, when one door closes, another one opens, basically.
And I don't know if it was the year off, Ed, or what it was, but you seem like you're in a place now where you can kind of take those unexpected turns, whether they're for good, like when Beyonce hops on a song, or whether the set doesn't go as planned. You can take them in stride better than maybe before.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really cared that much, to be honest. It's all like, everything that's happened from like 2011 has all been a bonus. So like, if there's like something that doesn't go my way, it's like, oh well, that wasn't meant to be, or something that does happen. Like in my head, I know it's a very easy thing to do when everything seems to go well, but in my head, everything is already planned out and meant to be. So whenever something happens for the negative, it's so easy to just be like, well, that wasn't meant to happen. So I think that's like, it's a good mind state to have.
So much was made about the Grammy nominations this year, of course, and I thought you already, you know, you've publicly responded to it on Ellen. I thought you did it with such grace. But I'm curious, was there any part of you that was disappointed when you first got that news?
No, because I understood why it happened. Like, there's a very clear reason why that happened, and it's bigger than me, like much bigger than me. And like, you know, it's just something that, again, it was just meant to be. That is the way that this year was meant to roll out, and like, you know, I'm not dying. Like, it's not like I'm never going to be nominated for a Grammy again. And I was nominated for 2 Grammys. Like, it's like, there's so, like, and then straight, like, the week, this is why everything's meant to be. The week after that, I get an MBE from the Palace. I go #1 on Spotify and all things. I go #1 on Billboard and all things. I'm about to have my 2nd ever Billboard #1. Like, there's so many other things in the mix that counterbalance it. Like, it's just, that's just the way I live my life. When exactly that, when one door closes, another door opens, and I'm just like, you'll really, really send yourself mentally if you think into things too much, and like, I'm just so easygoing when it comes to that. Like, it wasn't even like an angry phone call. It was just like, okay, well, that's the way that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a big week for you. You know, it's Monday right now as we do this interview and we talk about you winning these honors, really, from Billboard. Friday, big album called Revival comes out that you're gonna be guest starring on.
Yeah.
With a guy named Eminem.
God, it is Friday, isn't it? Wow.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about River?
It was a song, I sound like such a cunt name dropping, but I was traveling Australia, and Russell Crowe has a house that's a big farm. He wasn't staying there, but he said, when you travel, just use my house. So I get to this, it's like a huge farm, has a recording studio on it, there's like loads of cool stuff, like horses and stuff, and I get an email from Paul Rosenberg, Eminem's manager, and he said, we're gonna start putting the album together. Send any ideas. And I've kind of, in the back of my head, always been like, if I ever worked with Eminem, I would do. So I had a very clear thing in my head of what I wanted to do. So I used the studio at Russell's house and made this, like, you know, I played the drums on it and then played the guitar and then recorded the thing and wrote the chorus and did the piano on it and then sent it off and then didn't hear anything back. This was like March 2016. And then like May 2017, I was in Mexico, and my mate Emil, who produces a lot for Eminem, is like, "Oh, I've done some drums and stuff on the River song that you wrote," and I was like, "Oh, cool. Are you going to send it to him?" And he's like, "Oh no, he's done his verses," and I was like, what? Let's fly down to Mexico now. So like he flew down to Mexico. We like tweaked with it a bit more. I heard the song and got to meet Eminem in Detroit when I played there. He's such a sweet, talented guy. And yeah, like this is the thing. Like again, it's a door that I thought was closed and just opened randomly.
And there it is.
Yeah.
I know M was big on your wish list or bucket list for people you want to collaborate with. Beyonce, of course, also was up there. They may have been 1 and 2. The song you have, Perfect.
Yeah.
She hops on it. Now, you know how this game works. We can't call it till it's over. It's like baseball or sports or whatever. But it's looking like today you're going to have the #1 song in America, Perfect, the duet with Beyonce. How's that feel?
I mean, really fucking cool, to be honest. Like, as I said, the year, like, I started the year with my first ever Hot 100 #1 with Shape, and I'm ending the year with my second ever Hot 100 #1. And I think it's like, especially now in like these streaming times, it's so, and albums basically go up and down so quickly, and it's so hard to have campaigns nowadays. So to be able to have an album that came out in March and it's still top 10 and still having a hit single like Perfect is like, I mean, I just have to kind of give it up for Atlantic Records. I mean, they're very, very, very good at their jobs.
Congratulations on a successful year.
Thank you.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a